folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Steelers nothing. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Callaway, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Marquez on to punt for the Bills.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Johnson on the return.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
Second down and 8. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
32-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
To CD Lamb.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Pittsburgh.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Jordan Poyer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And this one quickly to Lamb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Pollard. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger flushed out, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards. yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Gentry incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's into the clear. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 30, 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
On on the handoff in Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 41-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it.
He's tackled at the...
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he was in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Steeler.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right.
And on the other side, just flush and never go back and review.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back.
The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now here is another The All-Pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pittsburgh.
CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Bills 44.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Oswald to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a run with Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Third down and 6.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. And maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
24.
Extra point put through by Boswell. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Singletary again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Bills 47, Steelers 24.